They go play action with Lawrence. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Third and 3. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The kick by McManus is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Young to throw it. And Watson has it right side. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Young to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Again, it's Young. Open here, Adam Thielen. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. To throw, Young. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. It'll be Young again. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Young now. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. Young on first down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Jags force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they trail here in this Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Let's go.
They'll run with Sanders up the middle. Andrew Wingard in to make the play.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On play action, Young. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. The play fake, now Young. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is up and good from Pinheiro, and that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. Here's Lawrence. Man open, here's Jones. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Jaguars. Zay Jones, 65 yards. And the Jags have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. McManus's point after is good, and that makes it a 17-10 score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 more yards not go around, a first down as well.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. To the air once more, Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Young on third down. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Lawrence will throw. Forced out to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances of trying to win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Play action. It's Lawrence. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 30 before he's taken down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. A give, it's Etienne off the option. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now Lawrence to throw on second down. They'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. And just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That would be the time to do it. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. Second and inches. Back to the ground with Etienne. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4. Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with Etienne, and he's going to be a yard short.
A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to perhaps salt this one away. The kick by McManus is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
This is 1st and 10. Young to throw.
That is caught by Thielen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here's 1st down. Young. Got his man. It's Jonathan Mingo.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Young. That's caught by Mingo right side.
And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 13 on the clock, it's time for an onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions.